Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Ourselves until we're confronted with a situation, we don't really know how it's going to be, but we do sometimes know that some things are beyond, maybe outside our comfort zone. For example, I don't think you get me on one of the big dippers, roller coasters as they're called, the real late. I just wouldn't, because I think it would. I don't like heights anyway particularly, but I just couldn't handle that whole thing. But maybe if I pushed myself to do it, maybe I'd say, it's great, I wish I'd done it a long time ago. But you get the point that we keep ourselves in a safe zone, really. I remember a few years ago, not many years ago, 4 or 5, I was invited to a party with someone who I knew musically.
Yeah.
And it was her 45th birthday, something like that. And she invited me and she said, "Oh, you're the first," because I used to see her quite regularly. "You're the first person I invited to this." And I checked, and I could go, but I was reticent because I thought the only person I know there, she had a youngish daughter, about 10 or 12. I knew her, but I wouldn't know anybody else there. I mean, as it happened, there were 1 or 2 I did know, but I was sort of thinking, I'm not over keen on that. I mean, for me, I've always liked playing before an audience, my guitar, and when I've been in bands and things. I love that. I have no problem with audiences. But actually going to a party where you really don't know many people is not my idea of great fun, because it brings out the fact that perhaps inside most of us there's quite a strong shyness, which, again, is that something we like to show to someone else, a potential partner, when we're very shy? I don't know. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I know I've always been shy, but sometimes when you make yourself do something, it pays off. You get a sense of reward, and if ever I've said to people, when we talked about it, I'm a bit shy. They say, "You're not shy." I say, "I am shy," but I think we all cover things up, don't we? We project the image that we want to show to people, coming back to, do we ever really see ourselves as others see us? So, I mean, I'll ask you, do you think we know ourselves, really? Do you think you know yourself pretty accurately?
Yeah, I don't really think I know myself, to be honest. And I'm not saying it on the extreme side of things. I'm just saying it on the light side of things. So, for instance, I'll go to a party and I think I'm not going to dance. I'm definitely not going to dance. I'm not going to make a fool of myself, and then and then I've had one shandy or two.
I bet, yeah. And the rest.
And this song,
and you're out there on the dance floor.
I know.
You're out there.
And this song comes up, and I'm up there going, just
doing it large, yeah.
And it's like a voluntary an involuntary movement. Anyway, I sort of recall myself, and I think, well, what did I say to you? This is me having a conversation with myself. So I'm telling myself. This is me now telling myself, what did I say to you? No dancing. What did you do? Dance. Yeah, I do have conversations with myself. I do have silent conversations with myself, and I do have loud conversations with myself. And I do tell myself off. I do. And I do call myself names when I've done something silly.
Yeah, I think I've done that before, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't mean calling you names. I've called myself names sometimes.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but...
Yeah, so do I really know myself? I think not. I don't think so, because I see a beautiful girl and I think, you know what? I've known this girl for years. We're good friends. I'm never going to spoil that friendship by then saying to her, you know, you're beautiful. You know, would you like to go out for a drink? I'm never going to do that. And I do it. I do it. And I'm thinking,
Yeah, but
now
that's
what?
good though, isn't it? That's good though, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Otherwise, do
Yeah,
you
go
not
on.
think we should take a few risks sometimes? Things, a little voice inside says, no, don't do that. You're going to be embarrassed or you'll be rejected. But surely it's good to take a risk. I mean, that's part of being human. That's part of going outside that safe comfort zone. Take a risk or two. Easy to say that, and we don't always do it. I know, but I think we
Yeah.
should take risks in some respects. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but what if you've known somebody for over 10 years and you've been very good friends, you have no problems going out for a meal with this person. She has no problem.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.